Greetings and welcome to Faction Masters Season 6, Game 1. For our first game up, we have the Crimson Order, controlled by Hari, going up against the Breakers of DeadSans. And for this game's commentary, I am joined by our good friend Cherez. Welcome.
Hello.
And
Thank you for having me.
yeah, we're glad to have you with us. So first of all, Crimson Order versus Breakers. Who do you think has the edge here?
This is an interesting matchup. I would say it probably slightly leans towards Crimson Order, but I would assume that Breakers definitely has their chance. Maybe something like, 55-45 or something for Crimson Order.
Okay, I think I can agree with that. And let's say you're playing as the Breakers. I think I would want to try to push a bit more aggressively. It can be very difficult to outlast the Crimson Order. Not impossible, but it can be difficult. I've seen some players who are very good at playing the Breakers aggressively. I'm not among those players, but I've seen some people who can do it. We'll see if DeadSans is up to the task, or if maybe he wants to hang back and trade.
Yeah, I would assume there's probably two strategies for. So I think Crimson Order has to push up. They have to definitely, because they can't compete in the range game. That said, I think the Breakers has tools with Wind Mages to abuse the biggest weakness of Crimson Order, which is their mobility.
Yeah.
Where they don't have too many tools for mobility, but with good Wind Mage placement, you can probably make it very annoying for them to get warriors in the back row of Breakers.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's get started. We'll see what we have. The Crimson Order. Hari is going to go first. Pushing his Devout Cultist all the way up to the front. And
It's interesting putting the warrior only one space ahead.
And not summoning
two, right?
the Doom Cultist.
Oh, so Breakers actually has a really cool ability here where they can just convert all the Devouts and then just hide them in the corner.
Hide them away. I've tried that against Fungal Dwarves. It doesn't work as good as you might hope, but it is kind of fun if you can manage to do it.
Well, even like one Devout would be a big deal here. Yeah, they're gonna kill it because they don't want that strategy to happen.
Right. Yeah, we're seeing some more aggressive movement and gate placement by the Crimson Order here. And
I guess the reason that
it's interesting to see the warrior just stop short of that wall here. Okay, here come the Wind Mage. I'll pause it for a minute. You can make your point.
Oh, no worries. I was just wondering why Hari only moved the warrior one space turn one. And I think it's because they didn't want them to get in deceiver range so that deceiver could be adjacent to the warrior. So it allows for a display where the warrior doesn't need to take an extra damage, as well as they don't get the dice from Stupefy.
Sometimes you want a little damage though, so you can use your transfuse.
True.
I've had games where I've got like one or even two transfuse in hand, and somehow my opponent just keeps finishing off all my units cleanly or doesn't attack them at all. But interesting, folk going for the gates here, at least with that attack. Let's see if this will be a pull or a push. Oh, hiding the archer. Okay. It's always a bummer to attack with deceivers. Oh, the Tempest. Okay.
Yeah, so nice play. The archer is most likely, is safe this turn. So you get two uses from the archer. Because archer is an expensive unit to use. 2 magic.
Oh, for sure.
Or 2. Usually dies in a turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Crimson Order can actually be very good at gate destruction with those warriors boosted up the way they are.
True.
And he's
Good point.
maybe doesn't have all the tools desired for wall blocking, but he's using what he's got here. There's a transfuse. There it goes. 5 health is a lot. It's a lot for a unit that also can have a big attack when necessary. DeadSans will use the Hypnotic Call on the Doom Cultist.
And the Mind Control.
Yep, getting that warrior in there. And the Mind Witch can put some damage on Daymar. Oh no, this I like. No, this is a nice little combo. So Takulu takes a couple damage from this, but look at what you get. You get Blood Begotten on the Mind Witch and on the warrior. I think we might see another gate here, but I'll unpause here. Oh, not guess not going for the gate.
Yeah, I think that's why they put some of the Deceiver there, just in case the warrior pushes up to hit Takulu. That would be Stupefied Ice. And this is very important because now Daymar, after these attacks, is at 3 and a bit afraid of pushing up because Breakers are one of the better assassination factions.
Yeah. Oh, and can't even backpedal very far. But does have plenty of help coming in.
No cards discarded, or did they use their entire hand by DeadSans?
I could go back and look at that in a minute here. I guess I wasn't paying attention. I'm a little surprised to see the Doom Cultist drop here instead of saving it to block this spot, but I think he's planning on using the convert to just convert that Mind Witch anyways, so... Oh, or just drop a wall. Could do both. I think just dumping his hand here to try to pull some answers. I notice on the draw pile here, DeadSans is 6 cards ahead, so...
True, and they have a better board state also.
Seems pretty safe with these wall... Oh my goodness, wow. That's... It's really got some faith in your defenses to use a Blood Begotten at that point. Very defensive gate there.
Very defensive gate.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, Gualark is, by 6 magic is a long ways away. I guess the other way to do it would be to get a Wind Archer and blast it all the way back here. But
yeah, I'm curious if
even that opportunity seems to be closing now.
True. Nice priest getting the boost on both warriors.
Yeah, see, that's where you want your warriors to be a little damaged. Get those priests to back them up here. And the Breakers are finding themselves with a big swarm of vampires, and their lackeys are just really filling up the board here. Didn't even bother attacking that Deceiver.
True.
Who's gonna get blasted? Okay, just a little breathing room. Take out the Doom Cultist. See, at this point, if I were the Breakers player, I would be trying to come up with some kind of blast play to get an archer around, but well, maybe some mind capture can help a bit here. Okay. Getting some work done there.
Yeah.
Slow and steady. I wish we could see both hands. Oh well.
I agree. I mean, captors are going to have to do some heavy work if DeadSans wants to
for sure.
win this on Econ.
I guess it's still possible, but those deceivers doing what they do best. Being annoying and getting in the way on defense.
Mm-hmm.
Hoping for the mind capture here, I guess. Can lead to some... Oh, see, that's... Eventually you're going to hit a one out of 3, and you just can't sustain it. Might actually get the warrior here, though. Oh, that is big.
Oh, they do! That is pretty big.
We could see Casimira, though. But with that deceiver in the front... Oh, no, it's just going to go for the Vesna. With that deceiver in the front, it just makes it hard for Hari to get anything done. I think DeadSans is just going for the slow methodical push to apply pressure, but gonna start taking a lot of damage to the summoner here. This Doom cultist and the other cultists and the Royal Warrior coming around. Oh, here's Goldune. Okay. Well, maybe there's some econ possible after all. You know, the nice thing about when you switch from assassination to econ, it's really easy to switch back when you need to.
True. That's a good point. A great point.
It's actually a lot.
Cool,
it's a lot harder to switch from econ to assassination if you haven't put any pressure on their summoner at all. So.
Good point. And they've only used one blast, so they always have to be in a little bit fear of, like you said, a wind mage.
Yeah.
Being blasted. I guess good news is that, let's see, can a wind mage actually get there? 1, 2, 3. No, it's because of the gate positioning. I think it's slightly short.
It's good gate positioning. That deceiver finally died. Let's see if DeadSans has another one. All right.
Ooh, a mind.
Taking control of Vesna. And the Warrior. Could be a good band name, by the way. Vesna and the Warriors.
I agree.
Oh, here's the blast.
The blast!
I didn't even see it coming. But will he get 3 of 3?
4, because you can use he copied the Warrior.
Oh,
right?
yes. 4 or 5 actually.
5, yeah.
3 of 5, definitely possible. There it is. There's the game.
Nice. What a game.
What a game. Almost down to his last resource too. Things were moving along at a pretty good clip. Only four cards in the deck. Goldune didn't even have to do very much. Just helped clear things out a little. Kept him in the back where he was safe.
Yeah, Hari needed a unit next to the
right
summoner on the left side to prevent this. But either way, great game. Their hand doesn't look like they had any units which they could summon there. Maybe Casimara, but you don't want Casimara in that position usually.
Yeah, and you don't want to use Call Forth when you're so low on health. He just couldn't draw these cultists. Look at this. We got 3 devout cultists in the draw pile. That's that's a lot. And 2 doom cult. That's a lot of cultists in the draw pile so late in the game. So that's, I guess what's we need Casimira for. I feel like there was a chance to summon Casimira at one point, but he went for Vesna instead. See, maybe don't want to wade Casimira into this was. So I'll go back one more turn. Turn 14. Nope. Go back. Okay, here we go. This is where I thought he could have summoned Casimira and maybe killed the Mind Witch to get some more cultists out of the discard pile. I guess there weren't a lot in, just that one. Well, Doom cultist. So, but yeah, very interesting game.
Yeah, I agree.
Had quite a few surprises.
Agreed. Nice use. A great game by both players. It looked at some point. It was very swingy. It looked at one point.
Oh yeah.
That great play by DeadSans that Daymar was in trouble, and then Daymar turns it around, and the entire board's just a bunch of vampires the next turn or 2 turns later, and then finally the kill. And if that didn't hit, I'm pretty confident that the turn Crimson Order would have won.
Yeah. Boy, those Mind Witches are just, they're so much fun. Aren't they?
Yep.
To they just use your this was the turn right here, turn 6, relatively early in the game. First we had the hypnotic call, just to get that Doom Cultist out of the way. And then mind control to take the warrior, use it against him. I mean, when you only have 10 health on your summoner, yes, you can heal every turn in theory, but even if you are healing every turn, that's 1 health per turn. That's a slow rate of recovery. So this was a very big turn. It totally changed the game. And and it looked like...
You know what would have been a fun ending?
Tell me what would have been a fun ending.
It would have been funny if the ending was Daymar at 1 health, and then a Mind Witch copies a Doom Cultist. And then... That's the way the game ends.
I would have been happy even just to see like a Doom Cultist get mind captured and then killed by another unit. That's what I was thinking about. But
true.
You know, and the thing is, like, I feel like Hari maybe had chances to just get Daymar into the back row, like all the way back. Just get away from the front. Why does Daymar need to be up here in the front? You know, so many summoners. This is one of the things I like about 2nd edition. So many summoners, you have to be, you know, pretty close to do stuff, at least somewhat close. You know, blast. Got to be 3 clear sight spaces. Mind control. You've got to be, I think it was 2 spaces. Yeah.
2, yeah.
I can't click on it here, but yeah, you got to be within 2. I guess hypnotic call has an unlimited range, but the positioning of your summoner actually makes a difference. You can't just use it to push 1 unit anywhere. You've got to be positioned in such a way that you can move it towards the summoner. So Daymar can mostly just sit in the back. He doesn't need to be up there to use Deathrite and convert and transfuse. So I think that could have been maybe a bit of overconfidence, especially here. I think we're on turn what was I on? Turn 12 maybe? Beginning of turn 12. This just looks overwhelming. Look how much HP is on the board for Crimson Order. But slowly and surely, DeadSans reversed it and then switched back to assassination at just the right time. So even here, you feel like you're maybe not too terribly unsafe, but actually yes you are, because this lane right here. So it's hard to hide from the benders, but if you're way back here, you feel a little safer.
Yeah, exactly. I think in this position, Daymar has to move 2 spaces back, or at least get a defender on their left side. It has to be one or the other.
All right.
Yeah, great game.
Any other closing thoughts, Cherez?
No, I'm excited. DeadSans, I think, is very new. Hari, I've seen, is also relatively new, but it's really cool to see players who joined like only a season or 2 ago in FactionMasters.
Yeah.
Excited to see the progress.
It's great. So we'll look forward to seeing DeadSans Breakers in the next round. And thanks to all of our viewers for joining us. We will see you guys next time for more FactionMasters.